What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another DSP video, and my god, he did it again. The king of hypocrisy, the guy who's the least self-aware person, who I call the dumbest person with a business degree, Phil Burnell, better known as Darkside Phil, DSP Gaming, has put his foot in his mouth again and doesn't realize what he has said. And we will get to that, but first, because this ties right into what we're going to talk about here, is we have JG Win. The final numbers for DSP this week, he fell below the prior week that didn't include his day off stream, so the downward trend continues. He would be in the worst shape this week if not for the extra stream. And then we take a look at this, and we got all the super chats, which are, wow, 20, 26, 17, 36, my god. And as a total, we have $759. That is horrible. Last week, I believe he had over $800. And remember, he used to get like $1,000 to $3,000 a week, which was absolutely insane that he's down to this during the hardcore gaming season, dudes. OIC better start working some more corners. And we have this, so let's look at some reactions here. We have JG again. OIC has made it their mission this past week to keep juice in the memberships. There is no benefit, and every time there is a juice in, they plummet. Like money shoveled into a furnace, no one will renew on their own, meaning the effort is soothing DSP's ego only, money wasted. Yeah, and that's the thing is OIC looks like he's starting to run out of money. Because before he would do memberships, super chats, tips, like big time tips and super chats. Now he's choosing every week to do something different. Like this week, it was tips. Last week, it was memberships. But it looks like he alone cannot keep this up for very long. Because remember too, if it happens around September 30th, if there's a US government shutdown, that will possibly close down any money assistance programs which his dents use. The student debt will unpause, meaning that you'll have to start paying student debts again back in October. Inflation is supposed to hit even harder in October. It'll be interesting if Phil has the worst month of the year in October during his Halloween marathon, during the middle of the hardcore gaming season. Super chats were more or less in line with last week and still low compared to 2 weeks ago. In other words, it's not good overall and Dolphins just aren't kicking in cash. It's basically socks. At this point, 1 Minute Man clearly isn't doing anything more than their basic offering, and OIC may not be able to keep up with sustaining another person's income, especially when DSP puts out goals of what he wants is insane. September might be worse than August now. And that's the thing is, so DSP, last couple of weeks I believe, he said, I want to make at least one stream a day, $50, the tier 1. And then he got that. And then he came back this week and said, okay guys, I want each stream, so that's both streams a day, to be tier 1, at least $50. So he went from asking at least $50 a day to now asking for $100 a day. You can see where this pattern's going, right? Soon it was like, okay guys, I want to hit the tier 2, at least one on each stream, and it'll be, hey guys, I want to hit tier 2 on every stream going forward, and then tier 3, and you know how that goes. It's DSP, he's slimy. The empire continues to crumble. I really wonder what can save him at this point. I don't see anything saving him, especially with the economic stuff. That's what I was talking about. On the horizon, what's about to hit in October, especially if the US face plans into a shutdown that will ripple through the economy with everything else. Oh yeah, and also the car companies went on strike, I believe. He really needed that YouTube check. He honestly did. He claimed it was good streaming week, but it really wasn't. His eyes were on Daddy Neil, dropping him a couple thousand today, which is the replacement for Mama Susan. However, I wouldn't be surprised if almost all of it is gone by the end of tomorrow or today. It's probably gone as soon as he got it. It's like, oh damn, I got all this money. Time for Hogan's, buddy. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, yeah, yeah. And then we have this here. So this all starts with Poem's Future, who clips Phil, where Poem's Future quotes, and this is probably going to be the title of my video, DSP tells gamers to get a job and stop trying to make money off video games. And Minxie said he did not say this, and then 3 dead skull emojis. So let's hear Phil, because he's always talking about taking things out of context. Let's hear Phil actually talking about this. So let's take a look at this.
Gamers, do you realistically think play video games because they expect a money investment to pay off at the end? We're playing it for engagement and fun. We're not playing as a money investment, because there's something in life you could actually do. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There's a little concept, okay? You ready for this? There's a concept out there. I don't know if you've heard of it yet. That you can actually do something like some kind of task or work, and you can actually pay for it. I don't know if you've heard for this yet. That you could actually put in some kind of effort into some kind of a practice or you know, and then you get actual monetary compensation after the fact for what you've done. It's called a job. And that's what you should do. If you want to make money, you get a job. You don't play video games and try to sell NFTs based on what you earn. You actually get a job, a guaranteed employment opportunity where you'll be paid for what you work for. Do you understand? People don't play video games to earn fucking money playing them.
And of course, coming from Phil, that is quite the statement, because his whole model is, I play video games, you pay me, pay up, or I'm going to drop this game. You guys want this. You want this. You told me to play this. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. You like video games and have a channel showing your passion. Go get a job. Excuse me while I play video games and beg for money and call it a job. Yeah. 0% self-awareness. Phil is talking about himself. Pot. Meet kettle. I just know his wife is praying that he does the exact same thing. Yeah. The way their income's going, it started to decline very sharply. Why am I not surprised? And we have a gif of a kettle. It says, nice to meet you. Or sorry, a pot. Nice to meet you, kettle. Yeah. Hello, pot. Meet kettle. The hypocrisy zone. Bruh, the lack of self-awareness is incredible. Wow. No way that this isn't an edit. How can someone with that hairline, lack of self-awareness, and gaming skill tell someone else to go get a job? He must be afraid of someone putting him out of business. Yeah, because if there's less competition, more people watch him, dude. Just like back in the day, when he was white hot popular. Fucking idiot. Says the one who's always begging for money. Philly cheesesteak, lacking self-awareness, as usual. The lack of self-awareness this moron has should be considered a crime against humanity. Yeah. He is, like I said, the dumbest person with a business degree and the least self-aware person I've ever seen. Hey DSP, this is not the 90s. Anywhere plus DSP, you are the last person to tell anyone to get a job when your channel basically you begging for money. Yeah, well, horribly playing video games. We have the Sandman Dixon. I can't wait till someone knocks him out. And we have Titanium. I agree. Fake gamers who only do this for money take advantage of their audience and spend 2+ hours in front of their audience doing whatever they can to avoid gaming should get a job. Anyone know anyone like that? We have Chompy. Remember when he declared bankruptcy of 135,000 plus of loans and debt and neglected payment on his first mortgage? It was higher than that, by the way. So it defaulted. Yeah, that's because Darkside Phil chose to make money off video games instead of getting a job so he could preach this absolute cherry. Dark Angel Storm. Well, this fat lying piece of shit DSP telling people to stop playing video games for money and get a job. DSP, look in the fucking mirror. 15 fucking years you play video games and fucking beg viewers for fucking money. Jesus Christ. Yeah, DoorDash Pilot. Ain't no fucking way this is real. It's him saying it. He wants people to stop making better content so people are stuck with his shit. Laughing my ass off. I did nothing wrong. I'm absolutely speechless. We have DJ, who DSP is very afraid of. Says the guy who doesn't have one, but instead he decided to beg for money and call it a job. We have Duty. Breaking Phil Burnell. Says people don't play video games for money. If you want money, get a job. No clickbait. We have Dark Angel Storm. What is this DSP, you fat Fucking liar. You make money on video games. No, wait, you fucking beg for money, then play video games. Jesus Christ, DSP, you're a lying sack of shit. You will always be a toxic, lying, racist, man-child, scammer, beggar, forever on level 1. Go and fuck yourself. And your mother. And this is the one that started it all. DSP tells gamers to get a job and stop lying. Or sorry, DSP tells gamers to get a job and stop trying to make money off video games. Now this is where the good stuff comes in. It's different, dude. He sells emotes and meaningful interactions. He has to be self-aware at this point. You know he's not. His brain is pickled in gin. The lack of self-awareness is pretty amazing to see. Yeah, I'm actually blown away every single time he does something like this or says something like this, and it's the least self-aware thing I've ever seen. Can I ask why he suddenly started wearing the shitty Hawaiian shirts? And someone says, I suspect it's a midlife crisis. Yeah, people had to shame and guilt him into wearing clean clothes and showering. At 41 years old, I'll just say that. My god, the irony is off the charts. Are you ready for this? Always leads to something toxic, and there's Phil looking smug as an asshole. Phil telling someone not to do something. Sounds like the perfect reason to do something. He talks pretty big for a guy who won't admit he had a stroke. Look at the drooping of one side of his mouth. Self-awareness. None. Oh boy, Phil is virtue signaling again. You know damn well this man would get into NFTs and crypto if it meant he'll get money. There really needs to be a Ebola virus outbreak in that house soon. For the good of the world, it has to happen. At Mr. Fantastic Sam, this must be replayed on that being said. Why do I feel like he tells people DoorDashing his food the same thing? Says the man who needs a passion. He has to get money. Okay, Phil, you first. Laugh my ass off. Bruh, every time I see a recent DSP clip on my Twitter feed while trying to take an extended break from his nonsense, he always seems to be unintentionally projecting himself with no self-awareness. Every single time. And then a bunch of crying emojis. Same one who made every excuse in the book why he couldn't get a job in over 10 years. He must be doing this as a joke. This guy is truly special. Yeah, special in a certain way. And then we got the DSP awkward old man with a broken back turned around. This is a joke, right? Makes my blood boil. If Phil was self-aware, this would be a hilarious troll. He's been told this many times, never took the advice. Now he's giving it to others. Amazing. That's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe he should try it. Phil came back from his day off heated. Look at little Phil go. He's trying to burn down Rome. But he filed for bankruptcy 3 years ago and his wife is oval shaped. Characters whose plans always fail miserably, and then there's Phil with some cartoon villains. Jesus, how can he not listen to his own advice? How special does he think he is? Then we have someone made a DSP get a job sign to bring to a wrestling event, I believe. Hold the fuck up. A bunch of cried emojis. Another DSP get a job sign. How you can still support this guy with any kind of money is beyond me. This should be in the intro of every detractor stream from now on. That's a good idea. I'm saying, guys and gals, might be a good idea. Along with his one quote where he says, "Get your ass out there and work, bitch." Yes, a job exactly what you need, DSP. He's got to be trolling, man, oh man. Can't wait for VTubers and others to clap back. Those were always the funniest ones during the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, when all the VTubers made fun of how stupid he was. Ha 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 ha. Deep breath. Ha 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 ha. Phil, you realize you need a job. Pot, meat, kettle. DSP of all people saying this is hilarious, and we got Mudatar laughing. DSP is being a hypocrite again. I'm fucking speechless. This clot is insufferable. Wow, the biggest pot calling the kettle black I've ever seen. DSP do. Isn't that exactly what you're doing, DSP? Playing video games for a paycheck via YouTube and people tipping you? Shouldn't it be something Dave should be doing? He should get a job. Ironic. I can't believe people have such little self-respect / worth as to send this guy money for any reason at all. Let him, you know, work a job. Ha ha ha. Oh, that is a good one. I don't often say this, but Phil is absolutely deserving of a good starchin'. Laughing my ass off. Holy shit. That little laugh at the end. That is so poetic. No way people dislike this guy and it's Phil looking smug as an asshole. My brain is breaking down by the second. There's no way he lacks this amount of self-awareness. Oh, you underestimate this guy. You underestimate the guy. I had the same Hawaiian shirt. Oh god. Yeah, anything Phil does, touches, says, wears, it automatically ruins it for everyone else. I think you broke him. He chose the worst topic to be sarcastic about. If Job had a face, it would melt after this. What a meaningful life he's living. This AI stuff is really good. No way the real DSP would this be unaware. I mean, he has Job. Yeah. Yeah, he is that self. Oh, what the hell is that picture? Oh my god. It has to be a joke. There's no way he really said that with his whole chest and I still didn't get it. He's talking about the other gamers. He can't get a job because of his obvious disability. And there's Phil looking extra special. Hypocritical much, Phil? Oh my god, the sweetest of all ironies. Ha 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 ha. Okay, this is funny coming from him. I hope one day Phil gets a real job. This isn't basic lack of self-awareness. This is expert level lack of self-awareness. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? It's Larry David talking to himself in a mirror. He'll be dead one day, and drinks will be on me. We got a picture of a YouTube video. Homeless man tells girl streamer to get a job. He legit just described himself. Sounds like you're describing prostitution, DSP. This is beyond zero self-awareness. I don't even know what to say. I just hope the absolute worst happens to him. For a person that asks people for tips or donation through his stream, he's telling people to get a job. The irony is strong in this one, LOL. He looks more enraging every passing day. Ironic. No fucking way he said this. Unbelievable. We got Sam Jackson from Pulp Fiction. Stares motherfuckingly. Bro, I didn't even find this funny anymore. DSP is literally the most annoying dude I think I've ever seen on YouTube. I still watch the tractor videos because of my curiosity. To keep seeing his train wreck of a failing streaming career. Laughing my ass off. Say the game is begging the chat to save money. Well, I messed that up. Laughing my ass off. Say the game that is begging is chat to send him money. Bro, this is rich coming from DSP. I'm fucking dead. This is actually insane. I want to double down on self-awareness. He has... What the fuck? If you call him out, then he'll spin it like his tier rewards. Spin Dr. Burnell. And then we got... Isn't it ironic, don't you think? GIF. He's finally fucking lost it. I dare one of you dents that give money to Gout Pig to go repeat these words to him. Yes, to your father, Phil. And see how fast he leans on you and calls you a detractor idiot. This doesn't apply to him, because according to him, he's a YouTube OG, and a real job won't pay him like you dents do. Oh, we're gonna click on this. What is Darren James here? Oh, it's Picard. Picard facepalming. I love it. That's for you, Captain Racist Kirk, you stupid fucking idiot. You got a guy smiling. This guy has a lot of fucking nerve. The negative self-awareness levels are through the roof here. What the hell? That's him. He just described himself and used the same argument we use against him. On top of that, he is the one who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on video game pictures. Yeah, those sweaty Hogan JPEGs. Holy shit, I've never seen so many clips where DSP lacks self-awareness, but this is so on the nose. He has to be joking or something. No, unfortunately, he's not joking. There's a confused cat looking at a computer. There's not some hidden context I'm missing, is there? Because it sure sounds like this consequence dodging roach is telling people to get a job and not aware of the irony. He has to be trolling. He can't be that dense. Oh, you have no idea how dense he is. Right after this clip, he's and ahs for a good while, as I suspect he realized what he said was fucking dumb and applied directly to him. Here's a gif. I really hate this man. Did this fat tub of goo actually think this out loud? Holy shit, the irony is amazing. Phil, I make more money than you do in a month, and I don't have to beg handicapped children who steal credit cards. Keep dancing for those nickels, loser. And we got a gif. It's ironic. Oh, the irony, and a man rubbing an iron against his face. DSP hasn't had a real job in 13 years. The lack of self-awareness is mind-blowing. Holy fuck, this dude is absolutely shameless. Of all people telling others to get a job, it's the guy who scams people who don't know better out of money every day. Phil, honestly, go away. No one is ever going to miss you. And then again, we have Captain Picard, facepalm. My god, what a ride that was. If there's any updates to this, I'll let you guys know. So don't forget to click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and also subscribe to my other channels in the details and on the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.